Hi, this is Sarah Mikesell with ThePigSite.com, and today we're here with Dr. Daniel Linares. He is an assistant professor at Iowa State University. So thanks for being with us today, Daniel.
Thanks, my pleasure.
Very good. We're here at the North American PRRS Conference, and I understand you presented some studies. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked about 4 studies. One of them was about biosecurity, or measures to prevent diseases to get in pig sites. And so we're interested not only on general biosecurity, but the biosecurity specific for PRRS virus, so measures to prevent PRRS outbreaks in sow farms. So we showed some data on some scores that we're developing, some objective ways to measure biosecurity, and we are correlating that score with the frequency of virus introduction in the sow farm, or number of outbreaks in the previous 3 or 4 or 5 years. And so far, preliminary data showed a very nice correlation. So meaning the higher they score, the more likely the farm were to have larger numbers of outbreaks. The lower they score, the less number of outbreaks. And then to move forward with that, we're developing a new study in conjunction with University of Minnesota and the Swine Health Information Center, where we are asking producers that are interested on this topic to enroll their farms in the study. And pretty much what we're going to do in that study is to work with farms with a low frequency of PRRS introduction, and also farms with enroll some farms at the other side of the story that are kind of frequent, has some frequent PRRS introductions, and we're going to compare the biosecurity aspects of those farms, where they're located, number of pig movements, number of this, number of that, so gather some information from low incidence PRRS virus and high incidence of PRRS outbreaks, and we're interested to compare and better understand the differences and develop better scores to predict and to at least correlate with the frequency of outbreaks. It should take some 15 minutes per farm. The survey is really simple, so we're interested on the big picture questions, and we invite producers that are interested on biosecurity to enroll in this study that we're just starting right now as a follow-up from the pilot.
And are those producers in Minnesota only, or where?
No, not really. In the U.S.
Okay.
And that you were interested on producers in the United States.
Very good. So not just high risk, low risk, or high incidence, low incidence, but all across the country you'll be looking at producers.
All across the country, the way we're defining low or high, it's kind of in relative terms. Low meaning low number of virus introductions in the previous 3 years, and high number of virus introductions in the previous 3 years.
Very good. So, and how the information that's kind of coming out of some of the research that you're doing, how is that being provided to producers to really kind of help the industry? What is the study going to mean for producers?
Good question. And the study means that we're interested to reduce, if we can understand what are the factors associated with PRRS introductions in the farm, that means we can minimize, make changes to reduce that risk. And if we're reducing the number of PRRS outbreaks, we know that PRRS outbreak cost $500,000 for a 2,500 sow farm. So if you reduce the less PRRS outbreaks you have, the more cost efficient you are, and we want to help producers to minimize, or the best way they can that number of PRRS introductions. And so we are offering this method of objectively measuring in a simple way, but also objective way, and that has some correlation with the frequency of outbreaks, and provide this tool to the producer. You have high risk based on the information you provided us, but with those little changes, your risk goes from high to low. So, and then it's his decision, to go from here to there. What's the investment that I need to improve my biosecurity? And then on the other side of the story, you're talking about that $500,000.
His return on investment.
Return on investment, exactly. Yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Daniel.
I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. This is Sarah Mikesell with ThePigSite.com.